You can see Keely's out there on the nose pad, enjoying that non-slip grip at the front of the board. And we've just been paddling all over. All right, so I got this new BigFly extra large paddle board. It's like 11.6 by 35 inches. And it has a extra, anyway, this is really nice looking, I should say. There's a bag, a dry bag. Wow, it came with a dry bag. You got the usual pump. It's actually a pretty nice looking leash. They're doing really good now, man. China's coming through on these. Paddle. Oh, a phone case. Dang, he's got to give me everything. A, what do you call that thing? A patch kit. Oh, wow, that's a really nice shaped fin. All right. And look at this. Oh, man, this is really well packaged, honestly. So I'm going to go blow this up, whip out this paddle, and see how it does on the water. All right, so here's the paddle. It's okay. Looks pretty decent, honestly. This thing's actually really nice looking. I'm really impressed, honestly. James, can you pull the nose out for me? Pull that nose out. I'm gonna blow it up. I'm not gonna do the hand one. Pump looks normal. Yeah. See, this is the extra traction pad at the front for the dog. Not for James, for the dog. This thing's really nice. This thing's doing the job. Climb on. Hey.
So good.
Yeah, he's good. Be ready to surf soon. Oh, the only thing I like about it is, look, there's actually a...
Oh, that's awesome.
All the other ones you have to grab the ring. James, say hi.
Hi.
Who's that, Keely? All right, so I've been enjoying this new BigFly, the dog board. Everyone's been enjoying it. Everyone's like, can I take that one? Can I take that one? So all the kids, of course, we have all the usual suspects here, but the kids have all been wanting to use this. I had blown it up to 7 PSI when I first got here, which is more than I usually tend to do with these. I don't bother really going over 5 most of the time. But you could feel it when you had like 3 people on it. You could, or 2 adults and a dog, you could definitely feel it, need a little more air. So I just blew this thing up to about 12 PSI, which is the recommended. So we're gonna go try that out. And we're actually taking off today, but one more paddle, me and the dog. You ready? Wind's holding off this morning, so we're just gonna go get one more paddle in. I'll say definitely the nice thing about this is there's just plenty of room with the dog. If you have a kid, last night I took one of my older daughters, who's, you know, an adult-sized young lady, and the dog, and it felt great. We paddled a long way, actually, and it was very smooth, very comfortable. Things I've noticed while using this is the paddle, even fully extended, is relatively short compared to other paddles that we have. So that's funny. I'd say that basically I have to use it fully extended, and I am not a tall person, and it's like basically as long as it will go and stay in the paddle shaft there. Other things I love, the handles. I love the back handle because on the regular ones you're always just grabbing the little loop that's on these, like that one. But this, oh, I love that handle. Obviously you have the middle handle, which is normal, and then this front handle is awesome when you're just pulling it up on the beach or getting it out, you know, just getting ready to go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Dog is ready. Dog is ready. And then this fin is very big, and I'll give him that. I feel like it tracks really well because it's long. It's a 9-inch fin, so give him credit for that, for putting in the correct size fin on here. It doesn't wobble back and forth, if you will, when you're paddling. You can do a good number of paddles on one side before you need to switch. So it's tracking pretty straight. I like that. Come on. Have fun. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was great. You did that good boy. You did that good boy. Yeah. Hold on, wait. So, as you can see, Keely's loving this board. I can tell he feels a lot more comfortable to turn around and change where he is on the board. Whereas on the regular size, I think these are 32s, 32-inch boards, like these Serene Life boards. This is pretty much the standard. That he does not. He has room to turn around, but he doesn't like to. He basically gets on and wants to usually just stay where he is. He doesn't tend to go up and down unless something's really making him uncomfortable, which is not. Usually we're just good. So he just usually stays. If he's in the back, he'll stay in the back. If he's in the front, he'll stay in the front. If he's looking one way, he usually doesn't turn around. Not that it never does, but you can tell on this board he feels a lot more like he has a lot more room to work with. And you saw him there up on the very, very front. I love this deck pad for the dog. So here you have the non-slip, and this board has the non-slip at the front. So he can use basically that whole nose length without being on the slick surface like on the traditional, typical paddleboard, which nothing wrong with that, just doesn't have any non-slip on the front third. So you can see Keely's out there on the nose pad enjoying that non-slip grip at the front of the board. And we've just been paddling all over, and this board is really stable. We are enjoying it. So a big thumbs up so far. We'll see how it holds up over time. But we only put some use and abuse on it this weekend with all the kids using it, and myself and the dog, of course. And there's no test like the real world. Well, you can see Keely is getting far more used to being out on the end. Being very content. I've been paddling quite a bit just now, and he's staying up at the front. I think he likes it. You like that front there, Keely? You like being on the nose? Yeah, good job. Keely's working on his hang 10, or hang 8. You hanging your little toes over the nose there, Keely? You hanging 10, buddy? Good job. Toes on the nose. Dog paws on the nose. Good job, dude. Okay, well, we just had a good long paddle. I think we might have done about 2 miles based on my knowledge of the area. And went and saw some parts of the lake we hadn't seen before. Some coves I've never been to. And Keely's just really gotten used to being up on the nose. He's been up there basically the last bit, I don't know, the last mile or so, and just hadn't gotten off. So he's been happy up there. Totally acclimated to that extra front track pad. And fortunately, we got to get back to the real world of school and work for me. Sleeping around the house for Keely. And all in all, very impressed with the BigFly board. I really like it. It's very stable, just really stable. And obviously, if you're paddling with a dog, you already saw why that's awesome. So, really impressed with it. Love the extra handles on this thing. I didn't point these ones out here that are nice for when you have extra little ones with you. They can hold on to the handles there. And all in all, so far, big thumbs up. I hope that this thing holds up for a long time to come. Only time will tell, but for now, it's been awesome. All right, well, all in all, I got to give a big thumbs up to this thing. I'm really liking the extra little strappies there in the back, as well as the handles up here in the front. For when little ones are paddling along, they can hang on to those instead of pulling on the tension straps. Of course, I showed you the front and back handles. Those are super convenient. All in all, I'm really, really happy with this board. I hope it holds up for a long time. Love the size and the feel of it, and obviously I like the colors are rad. They stand out against the lake so well. And all right, that's my analysis for now. If you have a dog or you like to paddle with your kids, this might be the way to do it. So it's a little bit easier than the regular size boards. Nothing wrong with those either, but these are great. If you're over 5'10", you're probably going to plan on getting another paddle. This thing is maxed out, and I am not any size over 5'10". So if you're 6 foot or more, you're going to definitely want a paddle from a third party. So just a heads up on that. All right, so we've got the BigFly back out. I'm home now. We kind of left in a hurry yesterday, and we had 2 vans instead of 1, so I just threw this in the back, folded like that, and said I'll deal with it later. And figured then I can show you the bag. Here's the dry bag. Here, let me pause. Okay, so there's the little dry bag. You just roll it up and then click it shut. Feels good. And then it has a little strap to like carry it as a, put it around you like a purse of some kind. So that's cool. And that's that. Right, there's the bag for the board. That looks a bit too small. I'm not gonna lie. We will see. Only one way to find that out, which we'll do in a moment. And there's the pump. It's a light one. It feels fine. It goes up and down just fine, but this feels a little cheaper than some of the other ones we have from other companies, but I'm sure it will work just fine like they all do. But I will say, the performance of this board got way better when I put 12 PSI in it with the pump, the automated pump. If I had to do 12 pounds with that, I would put 5 pounds in our other boards because I don't want to do 7, which feels better. And if we're going to be somewhere a long time, I'll do 7, but I definitely never do 10 because by hand, that's just a lot of pumping. And no one wants to do that. it's definitely doable. You say, oh, don't be lame. Yeah, kind of, I don't want to do it, you know. We have a bunch of these boards. Sometimes the kids do it and then it's fine, but even then, like, they get worn down of pumping. So this thing says 12 PSI, and I put 7 in thinking like, oh, that'll be plenty. Like, and it was. We paddled all over the lake like that. But when I then later filled it to 12, it was noticeably more sturdy, rigid feeling, and stable side to side. So if you get this board, do yourself a huge favor and get an automated pump. It doesn't need to be one of those fancy battery ones that cost like 90 bucks, still 80 bucks. I got one that just plugs into the 12 volt cigarette lighter style connection, and it was 35 bucks, I think. Let's see how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me if we is this obviously is always the phone. This is a giant fin box. You can only wrap this up so much. I need to tuck it under. Oh yeah, look at this.
Yeah, Daddy.
Oh, it's gonna be so easy. Oh my word, this is my new favorite bag because it opens all the way. Instead of it being like a duffel bag, it opens like a big flat suitcase. Look at that. My biggest board, easiest one to put in the bag. Heck yeah, check that out.
Good job, Dad.
Oh, dang. Just excited. It fits so easy. You can actually fit this stuff in it, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing. Check this out. Oh. Okay. If this fits, it's going to be a major thumbs up. Dude, oh my gosh. I love this bag. It is my new favorite. So now I give, the paddle is okay, but it could use a little work if you're tall. Other than that, big thumbs up for the BigFly. I'm like really impressed. Now I want them to send me a bunch. Now I bought this with my own money. I would buy more. If I was getting another board, I'd probably get another one because everyone liked it. The first bag I've ever had that actually fit everything it came with. That's amazing. That's it for the BigFly. Hope that encourages you to get one. I'm interested in the other brands that have 11.5 foot boards by 35 inches. If you've never paddleboarded, that's probably the way to go. They're far more stable side to side. The likelihood of you falling in is like greatly reduced. Or if you're gonna paddle with your dog, this is the no-brainer because it's got that pad, traction pad all the way to the nose. Get one and enjoy it for the summer.